Hi everyone, this video is Group 16's presentation on essential soft skills. My name is Chancey and I will be presenting along with my group members Shanae, Gregory, and Maryam. Responsibility, accountability, and ownership are all soft skills every child needs to acquire. These skills are very much interconnected. Ownership entails responsibility, and being held accountable promotes a willingness to meet these responsibilities. Ownership is the state or fact of being an owner, responsibility is the condition or fact of being responsible, and accountability is the state or quality of being accountable. Children need to understand that they are their own person and responsible for their own actions, words, thoughts, and commitments. Being responsible for your actions is the opposite of placing blame on others, which we so often see in childhood conflict. An accountable child is one that others can trust to be honest and take responsibility for their actions and uphold their commitment. You can teach children these skills by holding them accountable, identifying clear responsibilities, setting a good example, and coaching them through the development of these skills. Some strategies that work to build and improve these skills are home or classroom responsibility charts, owning pets, and reading books in which the main character must make decisions about their actions. Children may need to develop a theory of mind before being able to acquire these skills. The development of a theory of mind allows children to see the world from a perspective other than their own. If they cannot view the world from a perspective other than their own, they will not be able to see how their actions impact others. Therefore, it will be hard for them to take responsibility for their actions. Children also need to have developed a sense of self and understand that they are their own person different from everyone else. These are things that can only be taught to a certain degree. Brain development is in primary control of developing a theory of mind. By the age of 5, children have usually developed a functioning theory of mind. Though it is not nearly as sophisticated as it will become, it is nevertheless functioning. It is important to teach children responsibility, accountability, and ownership because they are skills that are key to success in school and in the larger world when they grow up. These skills will help them with conflict resolution, being reliable and trustworthy, and with the concept of pride. These skills will help them grow to be genuinely good people. Resiliency and adaptability are two more closely related soft skills every child should have. Resiliency is the capacity to withstand and recover quickly from difficulty, sickness, or the like. Adaptability is the ability to adjust to particular needs or conditions. We can teach children to be resilient and adaptable by teaching them problem-solving skills and how to label their emotions. Adults can be role models to children, showing them how to be resilient and adaptable. You can also help children form these skills by promoting healthy risk-taking, being optimistic, and getting children involved in sports or clubs. It is vital that children have a stable bond with at least one parent, caregiver, or another adult. It is also important to remember that a child's resiliency is dependent on both their biology and their life experiences. Children are most adaptable early in life, so it is important to teach them to use these skills to their advantage. A resilient and adaptable child will be much better set up to reach their full potential and will also benefit later in life. Being resilient is very important for sustainable mental health. A resilient child will be less likely to suffer from anxiety and stress-related disorders later in life. Resiliency and adaptability are particularly important for our modern world and during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Hi, my name is Gregory, and today, for my essential soft skills, I'll be talking about critical thinking, leadership, and teamwork. Critical thinking. Critical thinking is defined as the mental processes of active and skillful perception, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation of collected information through observation, experience, and communication that leads to a decision for action. This is especially exciting as it challenges traditional models and also explores exciting new ways to problem solve. Next, I'll talk about leadership. As for leadership, I tried answering this trait my own, and this is what I've got. For starters, a leader takes initiative, communicates well with others. A leader is empathetic and is an understanding team player. A leader calls for the difficult decisions regardless of the consequences and accepts with it its responsibilities. And definitely makes the decision for action. Someone with leadership would show compassion to his fellow teammates, empower them with positive, optimistic words and morale. He or she would grow the team as a team with the team together. Next, I'm going to talk about teamwork. Teamwork requires patience. A good listener is a good team player, and hence, communication is key. You can have your own opinions and views, but always let others finish first. Compromise and then collaborate to end up with a satisfactory resolution for the group. Communication is key. Yes, communication, and more communication. Having good teamwork also means to be good at solving problems. That is, to adapt to changes, more compromising, and taking a democratic vote for the best resolution. Having a sense of urgency and to keep a mental note on time is also a good trait for teamwork. And of course, you would need critical thinking and leadership to work hand in hand to ensure everyone is on the right track, growing together as a team. So, why do we need to cultivate these habits in children? 5 years of research has shown that early intervention into the minds, bodies, and emotions of children suggests long-term benefits on an academic, social, and emotional scale. Nurturing good habits plays a very important role in children. How do we cultivate these habits in children? Well, proper parental and teacher guidance and self-empowering courses are ways to prep these children for the world.
Hello, my name is Shanae Bevins, and I will be presenting the next 6 slides about communication skills and honesty. Communication skills is an umbrella term encompassing many other soft skills. To communicate well with others, it is important to possess all of those individual soft skills or life skills that create the larger ability of being a good communicator. Some of those other individual life skills are respectfulness, cultural awareness, public speaking, patience, writing skills, listening, attentiveness, open-mindedness, empathy, friendliness, conflict resolution, and many others. All of those individual soft skills or individual life skills create the larger ability of being able to communicate well as a whole. Where are communication skills needed? Any place that you are going to have a relationship with another person, you're going to need communication skills. For example, in a workplace where you have professional relationships with employees or your employer, co-workers, all of those professional relationships are going to need a level of communication in order to ensure respectful, productive language and respectful, productive action. Having good communication skills in that workplace environment will ensure that you have more success in your professional career. A second place that is so important to have communication skills is in a family or intimate relationship. It is important to have good communication between family members or between a loved one, or intimate loved one, because it ensures a healthier, stronger, respectful environment for you to be a part of, and it will really strengthen those relationships if you are able to communicate with each other in a way that's respectful, productive, and useful, and not so critical. Basically, anywhere that you come in contact with people, you will need to use communication in some form or another. It is important to have communication skills to ensure that those interactions are a positive interaction. When you use communication skills, it can open doors to opportunities that you wouldn't have had you not used proper communication skills and were more closed off. Having communication skills that are respectful and mindful and aware using that kind of communication ensures that other people are more likely to also use that communication with you, and you will get further in life and with other people and in your relationships using these skills. Teaching communication skills is already being done in many universities and colleges. Medicine Hat University and Alberta University are some that I know do provide a communications class in their curriculum. However, I do believe it would be so beneficial for the general population if we taught these skills at a younger age in grade school rather than post-secondary education, because not all adolescents or students can or have the opportunity to go to a post-secondary education. So teaching these skills at a younger age will help spread awareness on the advantages of using communication skills in all of those places that we talked about earlier. Because when you teach those at a younger age, they are more likely to use them in life, throughout life, wherever they are. And I do believe it will also help to build more respectful communication in the world amongst peers and amongst just people in general. The next essential soft skill or essential life skill that I will be talking about is honesty, and where honesty has a place in our lives and why it's important. What does it mean to be honest or to display honesty? Honesty means being free from deceit or being sincere. Honesty should be practiced in the workplace, at home, and in academics. By showing you are reliable, thinking about what you say before you say it, acknowledging your mistakes, and not gossiping, you are demonstrating honesty. It is not always comfortable. It is not always easy to be honest. But it is a necessary characteristic in order to help others trust us and to trust others. How do you teach honesty? That's not exactly the easiest concept to teach. However, it can be done, mostly through experience, life experience, and through examples of other people's life experiences. However, it does need to be highlighted that honesty and integrity, having those characteristics, are so important, because in today's day and age of social media platforms, influencers, and all that kind of junk that is not at all truly honest or authentic, children don't realize, or growing up thinking that dishonesty is okay or that it's appropriate behavior when it's not. Being dishonest is being normalized. And so if we need to really highlight the importance of being honest and the good that comes out of it in order to display to children and adolescents that being honest does have advantages and does have good effects. I chose to present on communication skills and honesty as my essential life skills because I truly believe that they are needed in everyday life, but also in the workplace. And because in my study to write down all of the general essential skills, I found a study done by MBA students and graduates and employers about essential work skills and readiness. And all three, employers, MBA students, and graduates, seem to agree that communication skills and honesty were the top two most attractive values or characteristics that an employee can possess into making them more hireable or employable. And that kind of surprised me, but I instantly, when I read it, I agreed with that study, and I decided that I needed to present on those two top most attractive qualities for an employee, because I truly believe that having those essential life skills, it does make you a better person and can contribute to your career, your professional life, your personal life, just all of those things in general. I truly believe are necessary to have a successful life, and not enough adolescents and children have the opportunity to learn these skills, unfortunately. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. My citations or resources can be found in the written presentation script that I handed in to the Google Docs that Leah presented. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Bye.
Hi there, my name is Maryam, and the two soft skills that I've chosen are open-mindedness and conflict resolution. Conflict resolution. Resolving conflicts is an important skill to have. Conflicts can arise anywhere from school, home, work, and extracurricular activities, etc. Learning to deal with and solve conflicts is important for children to work on and develop over time. Many children don't have deep logical thinking and often think only of themselves and situations, so it's important to take time to work on this skill. Teachers in classrooms teach children how to deal with conflict. Many teachers don't get involved or get involved too much when arguments arise between peers. This can be problematic because it doesn't teach children how to on their own deal with problems or see how an adult would deal with them. Teachers should help children state and understand the problem first. Whoever is involved in the conflict should be given an equal time to talk and share about their feelings. If an individual has done something wrong, the teacher should kindly explain what they did and why it was wrong. Then they should encourage them to apologize, but not force them to. Depending on the situation, the teacher should always do what the said individuals want to do, and not enforce anything upon them. If possible, they should even encourage walking away or letting go, or respectfully confronting said individuals. Different conflicts have different solutions, so the teacher should make sure the solution is appropriate. Children should be given the choice to ignore, confront, apologize, compromise, and promote solution solving. Open-mindedness. Open-mindedness is the ability to open your worldview to others and see things in other people's perspectives. This is an important skill to have because throughout life we all meet many different kinds of people that are from all over the world. It's important to treat everybody equally and learn how to humanize people who may seem different from you. Children from all types of backgrounds are in the classroom. Children from different countries, religions, skin colors, sexual orientations, income, and classes deserve to be treated equally by their peers with respect. Equality and open-mindedness should be encouraged in class. Children become aware of others from a very early age. If a child develops a prejudice early on, they will most likely carry it throughout their life. Children who develop a prejudice will grow up with that mindset well into their adulthood and even raise their kids with that mindset as well. This is dangerous because this is how discrimination starts. Children who are victims of discrimination and prejudice will grow up with low self-esteem and low mental health. They will most likely carry out their experiences with discrimination with them for the rest of their life. This is why it's important for teachers to start conversations with children and promote equality in classrooms. They can start by diverse storytelling, learning about different religions, cultures, with other people's perspectives, and educating children on discrimination of all kinds. This is not to say they should be teaching young children about the harsh realities of slavery and genocide, because we don't want to scare them and make them feel sick or ashamed. This is to slowly teach them how to be open-minded and accepting of others, no matter how they look like. Open-mindedness and discrimination can be taught to children in a way that is suitable to their age. Okay, so that's the end of our presentation on soft skills. Thank you for listening and have a great day.